We're going to begin our practice today standing with the feet parallel. Bringing your hands together at prayer in front of the heart. Allowing the eyes to soften or close. Bringing awareness into this internal space. And noticing if there's any part of this being that could use more fluidity. And gently setting an intention to allow it to flow like water in this practice. Beginning to release the hands out to the sides and up to the sky. Arms come up overhead for prayer. Exhaling through the midline. Inhaling out to the sides and up to the sky. Exhaling through the midline. One more time like this with your breath. And this time on the exhale, we'll begin to forward fold all the way down to the earth. Inhaling, rounding, coming to a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to round the upper back and lift halfway. Exhale, leading with the chest, forward fold. One more round like this with your breath. And then we'll release the hands all the way down. This time we'll bring the right knee back and down for low lunge. Inhaling, waving the arms up. Exhaling, straightening the front leg, bowing. Inhaling, bending and waving. Exhale, straightening and bowing down. One more round of like this with your breath. And then we'll inhale, coming forward, hands come down to the ground to plank. Inhaling and then exhaling, softly lowering our plank down to the ground. Inhaling up to cobra or up dog. And then exhaling, pushing the hips back for down dog. Bending into one knee and then the other. You can begin to open one hip and then the other. This time we'll bring the right foot up and back for three-legged dog. Bending into the right knee, circling the right knee to the sky to open up that hip. One more circle here. And then we'll begin to press the right foot back for three-legged dog. Bending into the right knee, stepping the right foot towards the right hand, low lunge, inhaling to lift, arms wave up. Exhale, straightening the front leg. Inhale, bending and waving up. Exhale, straightening and bowing. One more round like this with your breath. And then we'll bend forward, hands come down, pressing the back foot into half warrior three. And forward fold. Inhaling, rolling all the way up to standing, bringing one arm up into a wave and then the other. I'll turn so you can see me here. Imagining your arms are like waves in the ocean. And then we'll bring the hands to the thighs, swan diving forward, forward fold. Inhaling to a halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Left foot comes back into a low lunge, lowering the left knee down. Inhaling, the right arm comes to the sky. Exhale, lower to the earth. Inhale, opening the chest. Exhale, lowering to the earth. One more time with your breath. And then we'll bring the hand to the earth, coming into tabletop. And here, begin to bring the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, engaging the core. And then we'll sweep the left arm up and back into a big circle, and then the right. Imagining that we're swimming allowing the hips to shift with the arm. And we'll do this one more time each side. Bringing the hands down, we'll bring the hips back into child's pose, releasing the forehead down if possible. And here, see if you can connect to your intention from the beginning of practice. From here, we'll lift the head, dropping the belly, rounding through the back, sitting back to child's pose. Inhale, dropping the belly through, rounding the back to child's pose. One more time like this. Maybe bending the elbows, arching the back, rounding and sitting back into child's pose. From here, we'll come through tabletop, tucking the toes, lifting the hips, downward facing dog. Inhaling and exhaling here. Then we'll lift the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bending into the left knee to circle the hip open to the sky. One more time like this. And then we'll press back, three-legged dog with the left leg. Bending into the left knee to bring the knee towards the nose. Half low lunge. Inhaling, opening the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, release down under the thigh. Inhaling to open the chest. Exhale, release down. One more time like this. Inhaling to open. Exhale, hands come down, pushing to half warrior three with the right foot. And then coming to forward fold. From here, we'll roll all the way up to standing, hands cupped behind the head. Lifting up one knee, bringing the opposite elbow towards the knee for standing twists here. Inhaling and exhaling. A few more times. And then we'll begin to set up for chair pose, so dipping the hips back, inhaling, lifting the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands come to the hips, inhale to chair. Exhale, pushing the arms back, inhale, chair, and then we'll forward fold. From here, we'll bring the left foot back, pivoting at 45 degrees. Inhaling into warrior one, arms wave up. Exhaling, arms wave down. Inhaling, arms wave up. Tucking through the tailbone, engaging the core. And then we'll exhale, have the hands come down, pressing back, downward facing dog. Inhaling to plank, exhale, downward facing dog. Rolling forward to plank, bending the knees, downward facing dog. One more time like this with your breath. And then we'll inhale, the left foot can come up and back, three-legged dog now. Exhaling the knee towards the nose, placing the left foot next to the left hand. Pivoting the back foot 45 degrees to come up to warrior one on this side. Waving the arms up with the inhale. Exhaling, hands come down towards the hips. From here, we'll pivot the back foot so that both hips are facing forward. Shifting the weight, bending into one knee and then the other. Allowing the arms to be fluid like a wave in the ocean. Breathing in, breathing out. And we'll windmill the arm out to warrior two. Inhaling, straightening the front leg, arms come up overhead. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale to lift. Exhale, warrior two. Reaching the front arm forward. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, elbow to knee, extended side angle, tucking the tailbone to protect the low back, opening the chest, peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Inhaling to open the chest to the sky. Exhale, side angle. Windmilling the arm down to come to chaturanga, plank. Inhaling into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Lifting the left foot up and back for three-legged dog. Bringing the knee to the nose. Coming down into skandasana, side lunge. And here you can walk the hands on the ground across the body, or for more of a challenge, you can lift the arms up and just shift the weight with just the legs. One last time. And from here, we're going to windmill the arms into Warrior 2 on the right side. Inhaling to straighten. Exhale, bending into Warrior 2. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, Warrior 2. And from here we'll reach forward, coming into Peaceful Warrior. Exhaling, elbow to knee, extended side angle. Tucking the tailbone to protect the low back here. Inhaling, opening the chest. Exhale, side angle. One more time with your breath to inhale and open, and exhale. This time we'll pivot the front foot forward to get into Goddess. Opposite arm circle out, lifting up, and exhale, bending. From here, we're going to come into Goddess. Arms come out to the sides. We're going to row back for an 8 count, pulsing the legs. And then we'll just dip a little bit further down and row forward for an 8 count. Extending the arms up, lifting, hands come to the thighs, pressing all the way down, wide angle forward fold. And from here you can bring the hands to the low back, allowing the head to release and the neck to release. Maybe imagining that your upper body is like seaweed in the ocean, allowing it to be fluid and let go. Releasing the hands to the earth, coming down to sit, the soles of the feet out in front, hands under the knees, lifting through the chest, and bringing up one shin and then the other parallel. And for an added challenge, you can drop one foot and then the other to the ground, or you can lift the arms to parallel to shins. You can stay here or begin to row the boat, bringing the hands to one side and then the other. 3, 4, 5, I like to imagine 6, being on a kayak in the 7, open sea here. 1, 2, feeling the sun 3, and the 4, wind. 5, 6, 7, feeling the sea spray on my skin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms up, legs up, crossing the legs, rolling through tabletop. And from here we'll begin to circle the hips forward and back. Inhaling when the hips come forward, exhale, rounding the hips back towards the heels. Breathing here. And then we'll begin to step the left knee closer to the body, pivoting the right foot back. Inhaling to lift and exhale. Left arm comes overhead for gate opener. Inhaling to lift. Exhale. Left arm comes overhead for gate opener. One more time with your breath. And from here we'll bring the knees to kneeling, circling the hands down to the ground and back up. And here you can allow the hips to move with the hands in a circle. I like to imagine the moon in the hands. allowing the right hand to come down to the body. Left arm, left leg lifts. Exhale, gate opener on this side. Inhaling to lift. Exhale, stretching right arm overhead. One more time with your breath. From here, we'll bring the hands to the ground, lifting into downward facing dog. Bring the left foot up and back for three-legged dog. Exhaling the knee towards the nose, setting the left foot down towards the right hand to sit up for pigeon. Inhaling to lift the chest. Exhaling, untucking the toes. And if this is too much sensation in the hip, feel free to bring the front toes closer to the hip. Inhaling to lift the chest. Exhale to wave down. Inhaling, waving up. Exhale. If you'd like an added challenge, you can begin to bring the forearms closer to the earth. And wherever you're feeling any sensation, begin to bring the breath into that space. Notice how it gently releases when we bring the breath into the sensation. And beginning to walk the hands up if they were down. Inhaling to lift. And for an added challenge, you can bring the foot into the elbow. Inhaling, opening through the chest, grabbing the other foot. For a king pigeon variation, releasing the back leg down, coming up to down dog. Switching legs for three-legged dog. Now the right foot is going to come towards the left toes and to sit up for pigeon. Shin comes parallel to the top of the mat. Inhaling to lift through the chest. And if this is too challenging, you can begin to bring the foot closer to the hip. Inhaling nice and tall, and then begin to exhale, wave any amount forward if that feels comfortable to you today. And here you can again play with the position of the foot. So farther away is going to be more challenging. If the foot is closer to the body, that's a little bit less of a stretch in the right hip. So find where it feels comfortable for you today. And breathe into whatever sensations are happening. Again, if you'd like an added challenge, you can begin to bring the forearms down. You don't have to go all the way down to the ground. And beginning to walk the hands up if they were down. Inhaling to lift. And for an added challenge, you can bring the foot into the elbow. Inhaling, opening through the chest, grabbing the other foot. For a king pigeon variation. Releasing the back leg down, swinging the back foot around to the front, rolling onto the back. If you'd like, you can bring the feet up into the sky, pointing the toes, drawing little circles on the sky with your toes. Bringing the soles of the feet down to the earth. Inhale to lift the hips, bringing the arms overhead for drawbridge. Exhale, slowly rolling down vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhaling, tucking the tailbone, rolling the hips up. Arms come overhead. Exhale, slowly rolling down. Inhale to tuck the tailbone. Lifting the hips up. Bringing the hands underneath the head, bringing the feet slightly farther apart. We'll drop the knees to the right to inhale, and exhale, slowly shift the knees to the left for windshield wipers. Flowing with your breath here. One more time, each side. This time we'll bring the knees up into the chest to hug. Using the 2-piece fingers to grab onto the big toes. Inhaling, soles of the feet to the sky. Happy baby. Drawing the tailbone closer to the ground. Drawing the shoulder blades closer to the earth. If it feels good here, you can gently rock from side to side. Breathing into any sensation you're feeling. Then we'll release the toes, coming into Baddha Konasana, reclining bound angle. Releasing the feet out long, coming into Shavasana. Taking 3 deep inhales and exhales here. See if you can notice the lightness in the front of the body. Allowing the back of the body to feel heavy and grounded. And if you begin to notice any thoughts arise, you can begin to practice letting go of the thought as if it were a bird in a cage next to you. And we can watch it begin to fly away into the open sky until it's nothing more than a speck. And then it's gone. Beginning to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Beginning to rotate the ankles and the wrists. And the wrists. Bring the arms up overhead on the inhale, stretching out long. And then we'll exhale, slowly and gently coming up to seated. From here, we'll bring the hands to the heart. Gratitude for this body, gratitude for this mind, gratitude for this spirit. Coming back to prayer to inhale and exhale here. Gratitude for our teachers, teachers, and all those who share and practice yoga and meditation arts. Inhaling and exhaling. May all beings be free. May all beings know happiness. May all beings find peace. Coming back to prayer at the heart. The light within me salutes and honors the light within all beings. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this wave yoga practice. And I hope you have a beautiful day.